The mister who stole my wife gloated at me when he got her pregnant. Now he's lost her son and mad at me for not caring about their loss. My ex Karen left me for Jack 2 years ago. The day she moved out, he literally helped her pack. I'll never forget watching him carry boxes to his car while wearing this smug grin like he'd won some kind of prize. First time I met him was at her work event. I was holding our newborn daughter when he walked up, looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Better up your husband game or I might steal her away from you." I laughed it off, thinking he was joking. 3 months later, he did exactly that. Turns out they'd been having an affair for 6 months. She told me she was working late on this big project. The project was him. Here's the thing though, I got everything in the divorce. The house, the car, my retirement account, all of it. Why? Because I caught her during what my lawyer called the affair fog. She was so love-drunk and guilty that she signed whatever I put in front of her just to get out faster. We split custody 50-50 for our 2 daughters because despite everything, I wanted them to have both parents. I'm civil at school events and pickups. I say hi, confirm schedules, hand over the kids' bags. That's it. Beyond our daughters, I couldn't care less what happens in their lives. June rolls around and Jack shows up for pickup instead of Karen. He practically skips toward me, shoving his hand in my face to show off an engagement ring. "I wanted you to be the first to know," he says, grinning. "I was hoping you and the girls could come to the wedding. I was rushing to get our cat to the vet for an emergency appointment." I just said congrats, waved him off and drove away. Got angry texts from Karen later about how rude I was. September, same situation. He corners me during pickup. "Big news, man. Karen's pregnant." He's standing there waiting for me to congratulate him or something. I said that's nice and turned to help my youngest with her seatbelt. He seemed genuinely upset that I didn't engage. December was worse. I'm waiting in the school parking lot when they both walk up. Before I can even say hi, Jack literally yells across the lot, "Karen's finally having a son." I looked at him and said, "I'm sure Karen's excited for an heir to take over her lands and titles." Dead silence. Then Karen's mom, who was there picking up her other grandkid, burst out laughing. Her whole family thought it was hilarious. Jack's face went bright red. He grabbed the girls and walked away without another word. Karen sent me a long text that night about respecting Jack's role in our daughters' lives. That was the last time I saw him until today. They walked up to my car together and something was immediately off. Jack looked absolutely destroyed. His eyes were red and puffy, hands shaking as he approached. Karen had this blank expression like she'd been crying for hours. "We lost the baby," Jack said quietly, his voice cracking. He just stood there staring at me, clearly expecting some kind of reaction. I took a breath and turned to Karen. "Harper's birthday party is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Don't forget she's allergic to the chocolate frosting at Costco, so we got vanilla. Autumn has gymnastics at 5 p.m. She needs her blue leotard." Jack's face completely changed. The sadness turned into pure rage. He started screaming right there in the parking lot. "Are you serious right now? We just lost our son and you're talking about birthday cake. You're a heartless piece of garbage. You're just bitter because she chose me." He grabbed the girls' overnight bags from my trunk and stormed toward their car. A few other parents had stopped to watch. Karen stepped closer, keeping her voice low. "You could show a little humanity toward Jack. Regardless of your feelings about me, he is your daughter's stepfather. He's been good to them." I looked at her directly. "First of all, I don't care about what you're going through. Outside of our kids, I don't care about you or Jack or whatever drama you've got going on. Second, I don't owe Jack anything. Not sympathy, not pity, definitely not fake condolences." She opened her mouth to say something, but I kept going. "He helped you cheat on me. He gloated about stealing you. He showed up at my house multiple times trying to force some weird friendship that I never wanted. Now he's mad that I won't perform grief for him? That's not how this works." Karen's eyes filled with tears. "That's really cold." "Maybe," I said, getting back in my car. "But it's honest. See you tomorrow at 3. I drove away and left them standing there. My phone's been blowing up ever since. Karen's family calling me cruel. Her friends saying I should be the bigger person. Even my own brother texted asking if I was okay because apparently word travels fast. I don't wish anything bad on them. I'm not celebrating their loss. I'm just not participating in their lives beyond what involves my daughters. That's the boundary I set 2 years ago when they destroyed my marriage. Jack wanted me in his life so badly. He wanted us to be buddies. Wanted me at his wedding. Wanted me to celebrate his baby news. But he never once considered what I wanted. And what I want is to coexist peacefully for my kids while keeping everything else at arm's length. So no, I won't pretend to care. And I'm not apologizing for that."